Video number 127, part C. We got cut out on that last one. We were getting ready to start off with the sum and difference of two cubes, so we'll go ahead and do that now. No big deal. Here's the formula for the sum of two cubes. Alright, now, the way to prove this is to just simply multiply back in. If you multiply this, you'll get your a cubed. If you multiply this, you'll get plus b cubed. If you distribute to this, you'll get minus a squared b. Distribute this, you'll get minus ab squared. Well, when you distribute the a over here, you get a plus ab squared. That cancels. And distribute this, you get a plus a squared b. So you end up with just the first ones, a cubed, b cubed. Now, the subtraction one works very similarly. A cubed minus b cubed, guess what? It's a minus b to start off. Guess what you got here? A squared. Guess what you got here? B squared. Middle term's the only one that's different. Instead of being a minus, it's a plus. So what you have here, the way you can memorize this. It's really not that tough to remember, actually, if you really look at it. The plus obviously starts off with a plus. The subtraction starts off with a subtraction. That's pretty straightforward. All you have to remember then is this. For the plus sign, how are you going to get things to cancel? Well, you're going to need to have a minus somewhere, so that's why the minus is here. For the minus, how are you going to get things to cancel? With a plus. So notice what do they both have in common. The sum of two cubes has one minus sign at the first available opportunity. Minus sign has a minus sign at the first available opportunity. So you're going to copy your plus here, copy your minus there. The rest of this is memorizable. Here's how this works. It's very simple. We're going to start off with this as being written as w squared cubed plus 4 cubed. Does everybody agree here? This is the sum of two cubes. Okay? Then we're going to write this as w squared plus 4 times, okay, what do you got here? Well, this is the sum, so we're going to put here an a squared. So you're going to have w squared squared. Alright? Then what? Minus ab. So minus w squared times 4 plus b squared. That'll be plus 4 squared. Then we're just going to straighten all this out a little bit here, button up the rough edges. So w squared plus 4 times, this becomes w to the 4th minus what? 4w squared plus how much? 16. And this is the factored form of the sum of those two perfect cubes. Alright? Here's the next one. Oh, let's make that one last. Here's one. This is pretty straightforward. This copies the subtraction. So I guess we started off with a tougher one because we had to do w squared to the third. So this was a little bit tougher, but not a big deal. If we have x cubed minus 1,000, we just need to point out that this is a minus of two perfect cubes. So this will be x cubed minus 10 cubed. Then you just copy the formula. There's your formula with the minuses. So then this becomes what? X minus 10, right? If it's a minus, it starts off as a minus. Then the first term is going to be x squared, right? This is a minus, so the next one's plus x times 10 plus 10 squared. Then clean it up. X minus 10 times the quantity x squared plus 10x plus 100. And that's it. That's all it is. Okay? Alright, next one. We're going to have the sum of two cubes. Hopefully you can recognize this is a sum of two cubes. And the first cube is simply 3a minus 4 quantity cubed plus how much? 5 cubed. So you got to be able to recognize these perfect cubes and you should be in real good shape. Okay? Pardon my hands are a little beat up. I've been working on the car, so what are you going to do? Alright, now what do you got here? This is a sum of two cubes, so we're going to call this 3a minus 4 times, plus 5 times, okay, inside the second part of this, well, what was the formula? A squared. What's a? A is 3a minus 4, so it'll be 3a minus 4 quantity squared, okay, minus 3a minus 4 times 5 plus 5 squared. Alright, so we really haven't done anything different from what we did in the first example. Now this can all get combined together to be what? 3a plus 1, right? Minus 4 and the plus 5. Then the next one, what are you going to do? FOIL. This is going to end up being, now go back and check out the multiplying polynomials video, but you can do the shortcut. Because what you're going to have here is 3a minus 4 times 3a minus 4. That's going to give us a 9a squared, 2 what? 12s. 2 negative 12s. So you're going to have 9a squared. That's going to be minus 24a. Then what? Plus 16. That's this part right here. That's the FOIL. Then we're going to go ahead and take care of this. So if you distribute a 5 here and the minus sign, you're going to have what? Minus 15a. Then what? Plus 20. Plus 25. That's your 25 right here. And then this 5 gets distributed along with the minus sign to those two. Then we just clean this up. So it's 3a plus 1 times 9a squared. Let's see. Looks like those are like terms. Negative 39a. Then you got a 16, a 20, and a 25. So that is 61. This is 41 plus the 20. 61. Now, I've had a lot of students and some people think, well, why don't we go ahead and multiply all this in? Well, if you multiply all this in, you're going to end up with something that could look like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this factored. Remember what we're trying to do? We're trying to factor. We don't want to multiply all this out because that's the whole idea of factoring. We're trying to get the factors of the number, reversing the multiplication process. So again, for example, if you were going to factor the number 24, it would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So you would spread the number out with its prime factors. Okay, the number 76. Well, that would be 4 times 19. So therefore, 2 squared times 19. This would be the factored form of 76. Of course, we really should clean up this and go 2 cubed times 3 for 24. So, nonetheless, just want to remind you what we're trying to do when we're factoring. That's why we're going to leave our answers spread out like so. So, good times, and we'll talk to you later.